Lesson 14.1, Polynomials, Day 2. So this is in addition to what we talked about yesterday with polynomials. It is learning how to simplify polynomials and writing them in what's called standard form. So to simplify a polynomial is really just combining like terms, the terms that have the exact same variable with the exact same exponents, combined by combining their coefficients, the numbers in front of them. And when you simplify them, you need to put them in standard form. That means the highest exponent term comes first, and then it goes down till finally a plain constant term at the end. So I have an example there that shows you it would be something like a to the third plus a to the second plus a plus just plain 5. So the constant term always comes last. You start with the highest exponent and then go down. So we're going to first simplify negative 2 plus 3x plus 5x to the second plus 4x. So you look through there and you look for the x with the highest exponent. What's the highest exponent you see? 5x to the second. Does it have any like term with it? No. So you would write 5x to the second first. Now, I want you to know that that 5 is now called the leading coefficient. You should know what that is, yeah. The leading coefficient, because it is the first coefficient in the standard form polynomial. Okay, so the first coefficient is called the leading coefficient. All right, so after 5x squared, then you would go down an exponent, which would be just plain x, and we have a couple of them. So we have like terms, a 3x and a 4x, and they're both positive. So if I combined those, what would it be? 7x. So 7x. And then finally the constant term, and there is only one of them, so no combining, you would just put negative 2. And this would be your final answer. That is a simplified polynomial in the correct form, 5x squared plus 7x minus 2. Questions about that? Okay, let's go on to example 2. 2x squared minus 3x squared plus 2. So you look for the highest exponent, and the highest exponent is what? 2. And we have a couple of those, so you would have to combine 2x squared minus 3x squared. So you look at the coefficients, 2 minus 3, what would that be? Negative 1, but we don't want to write ones in front of our variables, so we would say negative x squared. There is no x term, so there's nothing to write, so I'd finish off by putting the constant term 2. Negative x squared plus 2. And you're done. Any questions about that? All right. One last thing, and that would be finding the perimeter of this shape. Does anybody recognize what shape that is? A what? Starts with a P. Parallelogram.
Is it a rhombus?
It is not a rhombus. It would be a rhombus if all the sides would be equal, but it looks like they're different. The top one is 3x plus 2, and that's in inches, and the side one is x minus 5. Now, one thing about a parallelogram that doesn't have to be shown is this. Those two sides have to be the same measure, and those two sides have to be the same measure. So those little tick marks will indicate to you what's the same. If it says it's a parallelogram or shaped like a parallelogram, then you know automatically the opposite side is the same. That means that we've got another 3x plus 2 down here and another x minus 5 over here. So what is perimeter anyway? Shane?
Like the outside line.
Yeah, the outside lines. How far is it all the way around there? So what do you do to find a perimeter?
Add them all up.
Add them all up. So basically what you're going to do here is this. If If I started at the top and kind of went clockwise, I'd have 3x plus 2 plus x minus 5 plus 3x plus 2 plus x minus 5. Now, what I could have done, since two sides were the same, I could have written it like this also. 2 times 3x plus 2 plus 2 times x minus 5. But I didn't do that because later in the next week we're going to talk about distributing and combining, which we really have done most of that. But I think we're just going to stick with adding them up like I had written first. So we have several like terms that are just the x terms. So it'd be the 3x plus the x plus the 3x plus the x. How much is that all together? Anybody know? 8x. Okay, now let's look at the constant term. I have positive 2 minus 5 plus 2 minus 5. If we put all that together, negative 6. So 8x minus 6, and you finish off by labeling with the same units, and perimeter is just inches because it's just measuring a distance. It is not squaring anything or cubing anything, it's just inches. Okay, questions about that?